Hello, hello, chat. How are we feeling today? Welcome in, welcome back. Happy November. Happy late Halloween, by the way. If you guys are doing all right, if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. I am a furry streamer out here on the East Coast that streams games that I enjoy playing, or that multiplayer games that other people can join, and also Space Engineers because that is my autism game. Uh, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. If you guys can't already tell. Uh, Brain needs to work. It's been a long day, so hope everyone's ready to get started. We are going to be playing some Doki Doki, as you guys can tell by the title and category here. We're going to go ahead and get started actually with just bop. There we go. All right. And there's that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Okay, cool. And there's that. We are going to be joined by two people specifically. We're going to be joined by astronomer and I forget what they use now. Is it star? I forget. But two people that I enjoy. My goodness, give me all your Yuri and the B or the B hits. Trust me, you'll see some Yuri. You're kidding. The one song of the album that doesn't actually exist here. Okay. But why? Panda Eyes, did you re-release this? Come on. Add to Spotify. You gonna stop being an absolute bellend? Hello, added to like songs. Thank you. Terminate. Yep, of course Terminate's on there. So yeah, how's everyone been doing? Let's go ahead and actually get started here, just so we're not delayed too much. I told everybody hold on. There we go. Okay. By the way, Rosie, how you been? Also, if the audio is too much, please let me know. And that's starting. Oh, okay. Also, I updated the background image just a bit. Yep, not suitable for children who are easily disturbed. Adults who suffer from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit this ddlc.moe/warnings.html. By playing DDLC, you agree to release 13 and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Let's get started. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. Oh. There we go. And okay, so I gotta use my second monitor here. Oh, that gets angry. That gets angry. Okay, never mind. That's we're sticking that into windowed. We're just gonna go ahead and actually auto forward time there. That. Right. New game. Matt. Thanks, Fat Rat. Oh. Song name. Why? I mean, it wouldn't be a problem. But, like, god damn it. Hey, Thorn.
Hey, bestie.
How you feeling?
But I got mozzarella sticks.
Hell yeah.
And I've got a nest to crawl into.
Yes, you do.
Should I need to at any point.
Yep. Game has already started?
And I've got a milkshake that tastes like red velvet cake.
Ooh, now that tastes good. Stream is open and ready.
I'm doing great. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna go pop over and watch the stream instead.
Alrighty.
Love you.
Love you too. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. God, my chair seat is absolutely fucked. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Visual novels are gonna be hell on my dyslexia. I just realized how bad it's gonna be. By the way, chat, how was y'all's Halloween? Thorn, Solar, and I went, Astro, Lilac, and I went with a few other people and walked Astro's neighborhood. However, I just sigh and alright, yep, Sayori. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Matt. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Yes, I did. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Matt, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Oh. Sayori is kind of cute. She has that tomboy vibe, you know? Like, not like half tomboy, just a half girly. I don't know how to describe it, but just in that middle part. In the middle of the middle, you know? And that's fair. I already told you, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, whenever I'm perfectly perfectly content and just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Huh. I wonder who that could be describing. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Hey, love. Oh yeah, your mic is muted. Yep. Okay. Okay, I figured. Hey. Hey, Thorn. Yeah, Thorn just popped in. Gotcha. No, I appreciate that. And it's not that... Yeah. Alright. I do appreciate that, though. And I know it's not your fault either, so I'm not going to be upset with you. Rose, why is the right side of your face numb? Huh? What did you do? Ah. No, that makes sense. Did you get your wisdom teeth pulled or something? Don't make me worry about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Yeah, I agree. I know you don't like the dentist, baby. Evil teeth doctor, as you call him. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Hey! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, well, there goes the arm of my chair open. The school day is as ordinary as ever, it's over before I know. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Goddamn. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Root canal. Well, half of one. The tooth is infected, so I had to stop. Honey, I'm so sorry. That has happened to me before, and yeah, those are not fun. Not fun at all. Yeah, I failed to take care of my teeth at one point, and as a result, I've got a few crowns. Not crowns. Zero enamel. Yeah, depression's a bitch, and tooth decay is indeed also a bitch. Yep, acid reflux, that too. So, that probably didn't help at all. Just making sure everything's alright. And yep. Oh, hey, new blow art. Sorry, just checking Discord to make sure everything's okay. There we go. And Boom, there you go. Okay. Yeah, acid reflux. I've got that. And that can be hell, especially when you wake up and your mouth is just like angry after having acid reflux the night before. Sayori, yes? There is no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. Oh, since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Eh. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Damn it. Can't really watch. I've gotten every ending. Well, if you don't stay for the story, stay for at least, lurk for at least hearing my voice, I let out a long sigh. Oh. Also a long yawn, apparently. Man, today has been hell. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Woof. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Oh, man. Really? Yeah, I think you told me that you played it, Straw Baby. Yeah, you'd sell your soul. I would. I'd sell my soul for a good gluten-free cupcake. Multiple, in fact, actually. Because that shit is hard to get and even harder to find commercially made. Not even commercially made. Just find good gluten-free cupcakes is a hard thing to find. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I'll be lurking, no audio, go play Ark, and I need to be aware of my surroundings. That is fair. I want to call you a hypocrite because you play... Never mind. It's fine. Enjoy Ark. We'll probably play 2042 tomorrow night or something. Yeah. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Matt. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I'll make one in the air. Oh my god. You air fryer cupcake like the air fryer cake. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Who do you think you'll end up romancing first? I don't know. We'll see how things go. I might pull the friends to lovers card and go with Sayori first. Also, heads up, 1 minute warning for an ad break. Yeah. Oh man, I remember playing last night, playing 2042 last night and just going with the Rat 4. Like, how? How did we get so many Rat 4 kills last night? I don't know how to romance bitches yet. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't know, Straw Baby. But I will figure it out. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Matt. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Just click the words that are closest to their likes personalities when you write poems. Gotcha. Alright, yeah. Alright guys, heads up. Currently on an ad break for those who, can't see. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely... Get over here! Oh, Jesus.
Rosie_B returns for studio VIP access for 2 months.
Oh my goodness.
Date Yuri first. You won't. No balls.
See, I'll put it up to a poll, but at the same time, you did give me money for that. Fair enough. You and I. No, pretty much. Pretty much, Straw Baby. Thank you for the resub, by the way, Rosie. I appreciate you supporting this channel. And let me make sure. I appreciate you supporting the channel and its continued existence. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Matt. We made room for you at the table, so you're welcome to sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Whoever Rosie wants, they should get. That's money that can be spent on it. That is true. That is indeed very true. So, Natsuki first. Yuri. Shit. Yuri first. Okay, are you ready? Sada! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yes, we are romancing your wife. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. God damn, that is beautiful. So cute! So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks. I knew it! Mouthful when she talks. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this somewhere before. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Oh. Yeah? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. You know, I think I know why you dated Yuri first. It wouldn't happen to be because of the tea things, would it? She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of that politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I sure hope so. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Matt, what kind of things do you like to read? Straw Baby, we're not good. We're not going to talk about if that's true or not, but maybe. Sorry for the thought. Straw Baby says, if this were real life, you'd find a way to turn this into a why choose situation. God damn it. You're not exactly wrong, but I'm not gonna say you're right. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I'm using your stream as background noise while I work on the PNG tuber assets. Absolutely fine. Hope that goes well. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Nice. Can't wait to see him in the server and the group chat. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up as she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Hint, hint, subtle foreshadowing, maybe? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? And why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? She has your energy, definitely. She definitely has your energy, Straw Baby. Yeah, Natsuki definitely has your energy. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. She's just like me for real. I didn't even see that part, but yes. Yes, she is. Natsuki is absolutely you. I think that's impressive. Why didn't you share them? Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand now how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes time more than sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. Feel more comfortable enough? Maybe if you oh, my dyslexia. Why? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and set different dyslexia. Why? Oh my god. Alright. I gotta like read this. Also, Straw Baby, I know you're in the group chat here. I muted, just a heads up. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond as a club. Isn't that right, Matt? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made it. Bro, what is wrong with me? I cannot. Okay, hold on. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Matt, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a minute. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Matt, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Something's up. Hey, Matt, since we're already here, Do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and we make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Can my dyslexia stop fucking me in the brain and speech departments? I would like to speak, please. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright? Chat, give me a second. I gotta get some water. Cause, yeah. Can't have a good stream without hydration. Alright, chat. I'm back. Seriously, like, whoa. And just gonna make sure. Sorry, just making sure everything's alright. I there's a couple things to note. One, you guys have probably not seen this hat in a long time. I dug it out of my boxes because I could not find my other hat. So you guys get to see the Rays hat again. Second off, Twitter's new implementation of things has gone through today. Like, I thought they were going to do it on the 17th. Nope, turns out they did it today. So I am officially only active on Blue Sky. My current Twitter is inactive. Only thing I'll do is interact, maybe, but like, I'm not posting anymore. Oh, nice. Can I see it in the group chat? Would love to see it. Ooh, god damn, that looks good. You know what? I love it. If it's gonna be audio reactive, that is awesome, babe. I love how it looks. Straw baby. If I might make a suggestion, if there is a daytime option, or it's not a daytime option, but like a sun that can go behind, like moon and sun kind of thing. So when you talk, it changes to the sun version and then darkens back to the moon, or you know, vice versa. I don't know. Just something that came up that I thought of when seeing this, but it looks amazing, by the way. Like 10 out of 10. I like it. Alright, let's get back into it. Also, should I order food? Should I order food? I should probably order food. I should probably get food. Damn it, I had the option to get food. And I didn't. Herpaderp. It's gonna draw stuff. Absolutely. Alright, yeah, Strawberry says Lycan is going to draw the stuff, so maybe when planning I'll bring it up. You know what? That's perfect. That is absolutely great. I've seen their art. It looks amazing. Let's see. Alright, let's get back into this. Landscape. Let's see. Hopeless. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I guess it, oh, shit. I selected suicide on accident. Depression. It says that, Pop a special bouncy pink sparkle graveyard. Hey, alright. Hop. Eternity. Alright, awesome. Melancholy. There we go. Yep. Alright. So I don't know if you guys can see it down there at the bottom, but Yuri keeps jumping up whenever I select words that she enjoys. Effulgent, incongruent. Ah, damn it. See it? Bitch. After image. Tears. Destiny. Bitch. Anxiety, alright. Oh, so she's anxious. She's not sad. She's anxious. Okay. Unrestrained, vibrant fire, lust, hair, disaster. Yep. Existence. Let's see. Philosophy, flying, agonizing. Yep. Massacre, cry, sing, desire. Scars. Damn it. Unstable. Excitement. Grief. Entropy. Yep, okay. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Yep. Ambient marriage, infallible, uncanny, vivid, email, sugar, passion, ambient, horror. Yeah. Contamination, infinite, vertigo, broken. Ah. Fuck you. Hi again, Matt. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Matt. Thanks for keeping your promise, Matt. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first. I didn't even get to read it. Hold on. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. It's not like he deserves any slack. Zay already told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Ooh, damn. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. And of course, skip button is not available. I agree. Fuck off, Monica. You fucking weirdo. Don't worry, guys. Matt always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. How come? You and Matt can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I wonder who that could describe. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What did I do? What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled, now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. There we go. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna check audio levels here. Wait, what the hell? Wow. Okay, so everything is like super quiet right now. That's interesting. Oh, of course Spotify's gonna be quiet. I cranked that thing down quite a bit. There we go. All right. Let's see. How's it sound now? All right, chat. How's it sound now? Sorry, guys. I genuinely did not think that this game would cause so much like audio ducking on everything else. I do have the in-game music on mainly for the VOD, so anyone who's, I guess, watching after the fact can definitely just, you know, not be in such a quiet what's the term? Just not entirely quiet. Because I know some people who watch these VODs on my second channel, the Growler Archive, definitely enjoy like listening to some of these without, or listening to some of this and just having background noise between the silence of me talking and, you know, in-game actions. So, oh man. Also, when Rosie B was talking about earlier was yesterday her and I were playing Battlefield 2042, which currently oh my god. Oh. That is so terrifying. That group chat in I don't even have words other than what the hell were people thinking when they made this shit? Because, as I said, completely out of words for the bullshit. You absolute fucking... Anyways. Anyways. Before I get more sidetracked. My goodness. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing it made her uncomfortable. It's 8 o'clock. Shit. Chat. Sure, food. I probably should. Oh, it's fine. I was focused. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, it's not what I meant. I mean, I just, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Makarov. Like, I don't know why, but that is amusing to me. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Oh, yep, hold on. Let me turn that down. Alright. How is that, Straw Baby? Sorry. Oh, there's no Spotify audio. Oh. There you go. Okay, that should be better. Okay, yeah. Oh, because the funny thing is I turned it down right as the song was ending. So, actually, there we go. That's about a negative 55 decibel limit. So it should pop up, but, you know, it's not, it's just going to be very light. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Matt? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because of when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you relate to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Okay, yep, no, Spotify got super loud. There we go. Okay. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. What the fuck was that? Y'all can't see it, but my taskbar just... System. Can we not have an aneurysm right now, please? Okay. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I don't really think you need to worry about that. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yeah. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put it into my bag. Alright. Alright. It's fine if it... Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that. I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. I was reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start reading the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. You know what? I can actually appreciate the artwork of this game. It's really good. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face, and I look at the history. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. I think I know someone like that. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains... No. I mean, is it wrong? Oh, man. It's not wrong. It is exactly... But, Matt, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, this is so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know that you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I mean more that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's show it to Yuri first. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. The double take of like... Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Yuri finds her train of thought, as it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even as a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. By the way, chat, how are we feeling so far? Hope we're doing all right. Everyone is awesome, by the way. You guys are A1 for sticking around. Hell yeah. When you don't stream for a few days, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Today's been a little bit of a difficult one for some people. Luckily, I don't have that issue. But also, like, yeesh, I just hope that blue team wins. I just hope blue team wins tonight. Alright. Nutski can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Matt. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. God, my dyslexia is killing me, chat. They usually do more. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Matt. Me too. Alright, Monica's gonna be last. Natsuki! Let's fucking go. Huh? Matt, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? I'm not... Do you think I'm that stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? You're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, and I'd like to read it. Hey. Painful to think about? Yeah. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Not bad. Yeah, told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to write, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Sayori next then, Monica. This is a good poem, Matt. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you would write one or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy. Just that I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Hey chat, y'all wanna know something fucking dumb? So y'all know how I use I know my phone's can clean the kitchen. So I fixed up some of my, if y'all didn't notice, the chat box is a little bit shorter than normal on my streams here today, and I am a dumbass and forgot to shift everything just, you know, just a little bit. There we go. Alright. That's gonna bring everything down. Alright. Yeah, alright. Safe. Woo! Alright. So that should make things a little bit better. With both the chat and the hype bot here. Also, 240 health. The subs take about 300 health off. Just keep that in mind. I brought the chat down just a little bit more, and it also hides quicker. No, it doesn't hide. My god. I just, you know, forgot to swap the actual text on, like, the chat bot, the box that chat comes through. I forgot to shrink that down. What can I say? I'm just a fucking dumbass. Anywho. Alright. Let's get back. Sayori, it just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Eh. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Matt. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you that one then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Chat, can you tell I'm slightly dyslexic? Like, fucking damn it. Alright, yeah. Just doing another check to make sure. And yeah, chat, sorry, I keep looking over just to make sure things are okay. I shrunk down Discord by just a Well, that's some distressing news. Alright. There we go. There's that. And that. And another one right here. There we go. Alright. Alright. The way you go through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh man. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say that it wasn't a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. And get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Razor, why are you angry? There we go. Razor, why did you just break? Like, my Razor stuff just opened up for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Razor literally just rebooted the entire thing. Well, just managed to make that come in. Okay. Okay. This can be done later. That's that. Work stuff. Okay. All right, everyone. We're just, all right. Can I skip? Should I skip Monica? Should I skip Monica? Oh my god. Oh, it'd be so evil if I did. No, don't skip Monica. Okay. Hi, Matt. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Matt. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yep, And yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Matt. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way. It always counts when I put in some effort. Yeah, I unfortunately feel that way sometimes, buddy. Yep. So, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might have a bit bias towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound perfectly confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, it's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. A peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Not bad. Honestly, the music in this, I know that VGR, which is actually currently playing, by the way, has done Doki Doki remixes. In fact, I might as well add one to the queue here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just opened Spotify and saw the last song, Sherbert Land, has a Mario Kart for the Wii little animation. I love it. But yeah, I knew VGR did a remix of this song, of the music here. All right, so what do you think? It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try to progress to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen at the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean by having to try that? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really doesn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I wouldn't have asked someone who actually liked it. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Matt did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Matt liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Matt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How'd you know? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You... is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matt started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Matt! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing... If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force themselves to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Matt. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Matt? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting their feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki! She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares at... Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe in you. Thanks, Matt. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. Hey, it's nothing. One more thing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. Never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Huh, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Oh, man. Alright, chat. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Matt, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Matt, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Yeah. You know, Matt, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I just said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alrighty, chat. We've hit the 2-hour mark. It is time for us to swap over. Oh, man. Woo! Alright. Saving game to the empty slot 1. Alright, chat. With that, this marks the end of our Doki Doki Literature Club section, and we're going to go ahead and swap over to Space Engineers. Give me about 5 minutes, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes to swap over. Oh, nope. Quit. Yes.